Awesome. Perona's a great slow. Yeah, Perona's a good unit to have also. Because Perona is one of the... Peruna is one of the only units in the game that slows airs. So that's good. Oh! Yes! Yes! Aha! I don't have to play. I just gotta grind gems. Yes! Yes! And okay, so it has been like 2 days since the update came out. Technically 1 because they always release at like 3 a.m. so it always feels like an extra day. But I have enough of the items to evolve one of the units. And I think the one I want to do first is going to be the secret Daki. So let's go ahead and evolve Daki. Which I'm still so shocked that I managed to get it first try. My reaction was freaking stupid. But it is a secret physical, and I got more than enough kills on it from 1 AFK. So let's go ahead and buy the evolution item for 400 points, which is pretty obvious which item's which. So let's go ahead and grab it. Also, what do you think of my avatar? I think it looked quite good. Ended up putting this one together after finding all the items for it. Something I would like to do, though, before we go ahead and evolve it, let's roll for more, or better potential. It has 100%, so you might get something quite good. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, let's keep that. An S rank before evolution. We might actually get a really good unit here. Hope this unit's actually worth using. So I'm guessing let's go ahead and evolve this unit. We have all the items for it. So we get 40% more attack and then 8 layered OB slash. So let's go ahead and evolve that. There we go. Now it has a really cool aura to it. Awesome. We also got our cube back. There we go. But that is the unit. Look at that. That unit is so cool. I hope this one's good because, I don't know, something about the Obi animation in the background makes this unit look just so good. And I can't wait to see the cosmetic too. It's going to be so good. It's probably going to be the aura with the stance and the Obi, if anything. So it's going to be really good with this avatar. Right now, I just have the hat and the Tengen on right now. But let's go into a round and let's see how powerful this one is. I hope it's really good. It doesn't have to be, though. I just really hope the cosmetic is really cool. That is my main hope. That's why I evolved this one first. And hey, look at that default. Not too bad. Small AoE, decent range. It might not be the best starting thing, because like some of these units have way bigger AoEs that are like just more useful. Well, let's go ahead and place it down and take a look at the first attack on it, which is just some slashing. Oh, I totally forgot to check the stats. I obviously rolled an S on here. I didn't roll any triple S's, so I think I got an S around like S minus range and S minus like cooldown. Not too bad. I forgot to check that. But look at that. It's my first double S unit. Because every single time I ever try to do like that fusion thing, or like sacrifice unit for gold and it like puts the stats on another unit, I don't think I've ever had a single one of those work for an S rank. But let me go ahead and get my money up real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start looking at the unit. And there we go. Everything's maxed out. Unit has done a good job on its own killing everything. But let's go ahead and start doing the upgrades. The default damage is quite high, 6.7 thousand. I like the damage on this one by default. One of the highest I think I've seen. At least it's definitely up there on starting damage. But let's go ahead and start upgrading. First upgrade goes up to 9,000 damage, 5.5 cooldown, and 24.1 range. So there we go. Then the upgrade after that is Piercing Obi. 18,000 damage, same cooldown, 1.1 more range. Just go ahead and buy the upgrade, which makes it, I think they have the exact same AoE size. And it changes the attack to where she jumps in the air and then like spikes the ground with her Obi. Pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do the next upgrade, which is 22.5 thousand damage. Pretty good. And then we have 0.5 less cooldown, which is very nice. I always like shorter cooldown, so the shorter it gets, the better. And then 27.4 range, so there we go. Then the upgrade after that is 26.2 thousand damage, the exact same cooldown, and 29.6 range, so there we go again. Quite a bit of range, very small AoE though. And we do get a new attack though, OB Pursuit. Damage goes up to 30,000, same cooldown, and 30.7 range. Let's go ahead and buy that, which makes the AoE a little bit bigger. Still quite small though. And instead of her jumping forward, she just spikes the ground. Honestly, your demon power is quite interesting, I'm not gonna lie. But let's keep going. Next upgrade, 37.5 thousand damage, 4.6 cooldown, and 31.8 range. So there we go. Then upgrade after that is 45,000 damage, 4.6 cooldown, and 32.9 range. Then we have 8 layered Obi Slash. This is the upgrade we got for evolving it. Damage is 82.5 thousand, 7.3 cooldown, and 37.2 range. So the cooldown does go up. We do get quite a bit of range and quite a bit of damage. Let's go ahead and buy that, which makes it a really, really big circle AoE. And oh, look at that. Multi-hit on that too. So the unit jumps forward, slashes, and then there's like a fire effect on the ground, which I think hits for like 1 or 2 more times. That is awesome. Yeah, it definitely hits at least 2 more times after. That's cool. But let's keep going. This is where the unit's gonna start being interesting. 101.3 thousand damage, very big upgrade. Same cooldown, and then 38.3 range. Then that is the maximum stats on this unit. Let's see, what is the DPS? 101 divided by 7.3. 13.8 thousand DPS. So let's see, how many placements does it have? 4 placements, interesting. It is bleeding though, which does add significantly more damage to the unit. So the fact that it's a bleed unit, you definitely want to compare this unit to other bleed units. So you have like Greed, which is 10,000 DPS, or 15 to 20,000 once like the Greed special ability's up, because he like gains damage for killing stuff. So this unit is definitely up there with the damage. If you're using this unit, you'd also definitely want to pair it with either Power or Gyatro, which is the other new unit that affects bleed. Or I should say a bleed affects it, where it has like way more damage if it's killing things that are bleeding. Okay, it's dealing 675 bleed for 4 ticks. Roughly that number changes, which is 2.7 thousand damage additional from bleed. This is on the starting level, by the way, which is about 40% of the damage. So I just do like a rough estimate because I can't really test the exact amount. The unit's basically dealing an additional 40,000, let's say, on bleed itself on the 4 ticks. So the unit has around 141,000 damage with the bleed, which if you go ahead and look at the DPS, that's 19.4 thousand DPS. So just under 20,000 DPS. Probably a little higher because the bleed amount on damage is a little bit random. There'll be slight differences on each individual attack. But nonetheless, it is a bleed unit, so that is pretty good. 19,000 DPS with that. Not too bad. We can also go ahead and buff it by 10%, which raises damage by 10,000. It's not the biggest buff there. It's also physical, so you'd buff it with Irwin. So that damage plus 25% would be 139,000 damage. So pretty good damage when buffed. But overall, a very, very cool unit. Once I get Gyatro evolved, I'll do a video doing it the ultimate bleed team because I have power. And if you have like power bleed units and Gyatro, your team would be insane. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, have you picked up Daki yourself yet? It's a pretty cool unit, and I'm honestly just more excited than anything just to see the cosmetics for it. I feel like the cosmetic is going to be amazing. But yeah, let me know what you think about the unit in the comments. I'm curious what y'all think about it. I think paired with other like bleed support units is going to be pretty good. Otherwise, you can like, bring it as your bleed for when you need to bleed. But hey, overall, I'm just excited to see the cosmetic, to be honest.